Well, let's head over here then to the Lazarus District. The Lazarus District. Take that. Little jump for your problems.
This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
Ten spools of steel silk. Just random shit in these boxes just like this.
Not abandoned then.
Oi! Visitors!
Footpad.
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out.
Let's go to a more open space to fight. God, I mean, I get that it's the clothes, but they all, to me, in my head, I'm like, they look like the beginning of Dark Souls characters. Like, they just got out of the character creator, and they've grabbed, like, one of the classes that let them have it, and they're just here. Like, we're ready. So do you feel like this is a fight you really wanted? Do you feel big and confident about what you did? You feel like a man? You push her around? 69. Well, that happened.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that. And he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
The blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died. Huh? Forgive me, my lord. I
It's
knew not who I
Wade.
addressed. You have naught to fear from us. Founder, it really is you.
It is. So wait.
God, it's like, I was like, I think that cuck Tyler died or something. I think it's what I called him.
We can speak inside.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye, the foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord, but in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm.
Yeah, mainly just herself.
She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And Since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge.
Then so do we. Make ready. This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Now, I want to help, but I just feel like everyone I help will die. But hey, you know, I'll still do it.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And just know I picked up a couple more powers since the
And
last
it's
time you've
yours.
seen me.
So, Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
And let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
Hey there, buddy.
You are welcome to what little we have managed to salvage.
If you want it, you can have it. But if not, then okay.
It has been an honor.
It has been an honor. We're all gonna die. What?
Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buick Bridge and provoke the main host at their encampment.
Okay.
Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
So Wade, the bearers from Alden have been laid to rest.
Very good. Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
Make me a grand slam. What? From Denny's. Okay.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace.
Grand
Putting
slam?
an end
Oh,
to the Black Shields.
shit.
And so we shall.
Black or white? Throughout the main Sarah, Clive will often be joined by various companions who are keen to lend their assistance. However, depending on Clive's destination, they may choose to remain behind at the hideaway. Okay, it's not like I really... No, thank you. My party makeup has changed. Ooh. Not my makeup. Don't touch my makeup. Alright, let me save before we go into hell. I feel like a lot of things are about to happen. 1,000 points. We want to spend it on anything? These bolts, which actually wouldn't be bad. But I don't know how long I'll be keeping that ability. Limit break to upgrade. Yeah, why not? Let's get my limit break better. Master my imbued flame. But I don't use it that much, but still. And fuck it. Get that too. Just to get these things out of the way. I feel better already.
May the blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
I'll do my best. You just don't tell them that I also have another blessing.
Since they burned their first village, we tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind.
Still water.
Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
That in-game mom's been a bitch. Run away!
Look at me sideways.
Come along now.
We'll find another bridge. Just forget it.
There they are. On your command, my lord.
I'm ready. Who's going to get their ass kicked now?
What is it now? I told you.
We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields? Then come!
Oh, he said I could.
Die along
Oh.
with your flame!
Damn it. Could have just ended it at the come part.
For Azaria!
For Azaria!
Your petty revolution ends here.
Ow.
On these our swords we swear. Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
Won't stop me.
Why them to fight their battles for them?
How many times he said don't come? But sometimes it's only when I get permission. They keep telling me to come. I don't know what to do.
More dragons.
Worms. The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't say I'm flattered.
Suck it. Love that Thunderbolt move, though. Such big damage on a single time. Oh, God,
A
great.
noble stand, albeit a misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
Yeah, view.
I heard talk of Stand for it. Glad you're here. Slow. Yeah. Nice try.
I parried him. What a fucking surprise.
There's no one left to keep them occupied. We need to finish this.
You mean finish him?
Ow, I couldn't move.
Too slow.
I parried him again. Fuck it. I got really lucky on 2 parries. Not gonna complain. Cause not exactly good at parrying because I gotta time the hits, and anything with timing I'm not great with.
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
Maybe.
It did. It bloody worked.
Like
We
that
sent
power
every
weight.
last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud. My, Lord, perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Probably not.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again.
Gotta stop her.
I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battle to preserve the
Yeah,
flame
pretty
that was,
much.
but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it, as we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die, and her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
Thanks. Quest complete.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning.
Oh.
Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows.
Oh,
Where
good.
he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter.
I don't need a ladder. Oh, no, you said ladder.
It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
Sweet.
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it.
Thanks.
If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sir Wade.
Unfortunate.
If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
Now at the port. Rosefield Manor.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance. Right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rosefield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue! You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Just like when he was a kid.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Yeah, I'm not dead.
Although, Uncle, you're still the finest Meadow in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy.
Everyone
It's
likes me, but
really
my in-game mom.
You always were fond of that scene from The Saint in the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach.
Ow, ow, you're making the controller vibrate.
Go on, sit. See that you use the good plates, Rutherford.
He's gonna die.
So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
a monster.
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
No problem saying it really loud.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
By your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about
It's like
it.
I'm talking to
It
Zane.
wouldn't linger on my nephew's greatest failing. The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
You're gonna die. Bill was holding something back.
Over there. Go on.
Yeah, over there.
She's a fine ship, isn't she?
Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days.
Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that the lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Go to Denny's and get that Grand Slam.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
Vogel's like, I guess I'll come with. Onward we go. What's that? The hideaway, you say? Ah, it's good to be back. Here be monsters.
Only the Founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom. But Vivian could probably make an educated guess.
Someone has a quest. 2 people do. Well, that one's got a plus. That's going to change things. Then there's this.
I didn't take you for a scholar, Ivan.
Oh, this? Well, it's Valisthea, a culinary pilgrimage. I borrowed it from old tomes. Seems there's no creature in the realm so foul it can't be cooked up into something delicious.
Think I'll stick to the unfoul ones, thanks.
Oh, where's your sense of adventure, Sid? Honestly, one glance at these recipes, and even you would trade in your sword for a butcher's cleaver. From
I kind of
spit
need my
roasts
sword.
to sweetmeats, this book has them all. What I wouldn't give to bring these recipes to life.
If it's my blessing you're hoping for, then by all means.
Well, I'm no hunter, Sid. The first tunnel worm I came across would be the death of me. But you're made of sterner stuff. Would you help me resurrect one of these recipes?
Sure, how could I refuse?
Something tells me you won't be taking no for an answer.
Yep,
Fine.
side quests.
I'll help.
Fantastic!
So, dare I ask what's on the menu?
Chance's Stew. It was once a favourite among the Gormans of Oriflamme, if the author is to be believed. Though Molly's never heard of it. The only problem is that while the recipe is extremely detailed in most respects, it's infuriatingly cryptic as to the main ingredient. A beast, no doubt. Most likely something that would make easy work of a simple cook with more broth than brawn, but unwanted violets. I've no idea what they might be.
Does the book say anything else?
Well, only that the sweetest violets sprout atop the bed of roses.
Roses. Rosaria, perhaps? One of the butchers in Martha's Rest might know something. I'll ask next time I'm there.
Side quest. People need my help.
Typical nobles.
How did we never hear
There are new
about these
billets being
Guardians of the
posted
Flame?
every...
Clive! Oh, am I glad to see you?
Is something wrong?
It's Blackthorn. He ain't himself. And if I'm honest, he ain't been for a while. That normally it only takes a couple of drinks to perk him back up, but not this time. Something's getting him down. And whatever it is, he ain't telling. It's like he's lost his spark, you know? He's barely got enough fire in his belly to get the ump about stuff.
Yeah, we need him to be able to
I'm
hump.
thinking he might
Wait,
if we
no, that's not
both
the
bent
thing.
his ear, because he respects you, innit? So,
Well, I definitely want our blacksmith to be
Fine.
doing good.
If you think it will help.
I knew you'd understand.
But if he doesn't want to talk, we let him be. He'll open up when he's ready.
All right, now, he'll only smell a rat if we both turn up at once. So, I'll go first, and you can meet us at the forge. Wait a bit, then head over when you're ready.
Got it.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon.
Hi, back. such as around to sit outlaws. Spend their proudly about your endeavors and make endeavors their own. Sure, thanks for the berserker
yours.
ring.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
Do my best. Temple increases attack proficiency with each precision dodge. Man, if only I could precision dodge better.
How are you doing? Here you go. Always something in there.
I'm on my way. My indigestion's flaring up again. I don't know what it is, but my stomach has not been happy these past few days.
First August, and now you. What are you pair up to? What's it got to do with me?
August was worried that something had been weighing on your mind. I thought you might want to talk about it.
Did you now? I told you not to stick your nose in my business. What'd you go and do?
Clive just wants to help, innit? What's so bad about that? Talk to him. You never know, you might feel better for getting it all out in the open. Please, mate. I'm worried about you.
Phil, shut you up. It's nothing really. Stupid. Not the sort of thing you bother people about.
Why don't you tell us all the same?
Want butter.
Karen and I have an arrangement. I keep an eye on Goots, and she shows me what the competition's up to. Interesting arms and armor, things like that. Anyway, the other day, she shows me a cuirass she's come by. Masterpiece of level work. Light, supple, and tougher than it had any right to be. Made my stuff look like heavy, clumsy shit. I should have brought the bastard thing there and then just to study it, but I was too proud. And now every time I reach for my hammer, I'm reminded that I'm not the craftsman I thought I was. There. You happy? You got what you came for. Now piss off.
All right. We're going.
Okay. I'm sorry.
I always thought of old Blackthorn as a bit of a force of nature. Like a storm cloud full of ale. Didn't think anything could rattle him. Least of all a stupid piece of leather.
Blackthorn's always taken pride in his craft. Questioning it means questioning himself. Something tells me this is only going to get worse. If he has doubts, it will affect his work, which will only add to his problems. We need to nip this in the bud.
I couldn't agree more.
He said he should have bought that cuirass. Perhaps we should track it down for him.
I wasn't listening. I would have
Assuming
thought
you're happy to
track
help,
down that
is.
cute ass. I
You're
thought
bloody
I
right
heard.
I am.
Glad to hear it. First things first, then. We need to speak to Karen.
That monster's taken quite a liking.
Karen, do you have a moment?
No.
Blackthorn mentioned that you'd recently come by a leather cuirass. An exquisite example of the craft, from what he told us.
And he ain't been himself since he saw it. So we thought we'd buy it for
Go
him.
get some cute ass on
Sorry,
it.
sold it already. Didn't think Blackthorn cared for it the way he turned his nose up. But it were nicely put together, that's for certain. Even if the bloke who made it is a bit of an odd one. Happened across him on my travels. Makes all his stuff to order, but the fella who commissioned it refused to pay. He didn't like the colour of summit. So I took it off his hands for a fair price.
You don't know where we might find him, do you?
Like I said, he's a bit of an odd one. Doesn't even have a workshop. He doesn't trust hunters neither, which means he spends as much time out tracking beasties as he does working their hides.
I see.
He did tell me something, though. Apparently, his next commission's for a set of griffin hide greaves.
Here, there's a griffin on the hunt board. The curse breakers were placing bets on who'd bag it. Now, where the bleeding hell was it sighted? Somewhere in Sambrec, maybe. Care Northern, that was it.
Thank you, Karen.
At least you admit it.
So, it sounds like going after that griffin might be
Don't
the best
worry.
chance we have of
Sounds like a
finding our
perfect
Roman
job for a
leatherworker.
Witcher. Wait, no, wrong
I'll leave the
game.
hunting to you if you don't mind. While you get on with that, I'll ask around the markets. See if I can't sniff out who he is and where he's hiding.
Good idea. Hopefully one of us will be able to track him down.
Gonna use the hunt board to figure out where the fuck this thing is. Oh god, a griffin. But I'm not that good at fighting.
Typical nobles.
I'm scaled. Hi, Otto. Hi, Moogle Otto. You were hoping to hunt a griffin? Then I have the bill for you. Especially horrible what locals call Dosmare. Oh, good. It's a B rank. I still haven't even found the Angel of Death. I don't even know if I'll be able to handle this, but, you know, we'll find out. Hey, asshole, maybe fucking read where it's supposed to be instead of just skipping that out. I just, like, looked at it and didn't even read the fucking location. Dumb shit. I'm like, yep, got it. It's a griffin, and then just decided to turn away. I might die. Hello. Rank B right there. Oh, now you're only 28, so I'm only a level down, but still scared. It might not be so bad.
Get him.
Don't like it. Get down. I couldn't move. I was dazed. I'm out of here. Thunder.
To me, boy.
Whoops. Hey, that's the map, just in case you were wondering. Ow, ow. I couldn't get far away. Or jump. I guess I should have jumped.
Let's try. This one.
Oh god. No, not again. Okay, I was in the worst spot. Can't move every time. I always get stunned. There we go. Brought down the storm. Yeah, it wasn't as bad. I just kept getting fucking slapped by the wind, and then it leaves you kind of stunned, so I can't move. So I took a couple smacks. Alright, just another job done for the Witcher. Wait, wrong thing.
Is something there, boy? Could that be our man? When did you get so big?
How'd you get this massive? Hey man, I'm glad I was able to oh, you're not the guy, you're just 2 Gil.
Are you alright?
Dare say I'll survive. That griffin caught me before I could get an arrow off. Must have lost sight of me in the grass, though. I'd be dead if it hadn't.
More likely than not.
The name's Camille. I'm a lowly leather worker, if you couldn't tell by the smell of me.
Not so lowly from what I hear. Do you remember selling to a merchant by the name of Karen?
She's not an easy woman to forget. Bought a cuirass from me after I lost my buyer. Quite taken with my work, as far as I recall. Didn't stop her bartering me down to a pittance, though. She sent you for a refund?
It's not her who sent me.
And then I explained the situation.
Well, consider me flattered.
You should be. He's a master of his art, and not an easy man to impress.
Blacksmiths are proud folk. It's a rare thing indeed for one to praise a glorified tanner. And I don't imagine an impressive swordsman like yourself would be getting your steel from any but the best. I'd dearly love to help a fellow craftsman, but... Well, actually, I suppose you could give him this.
What is it?
Treated leather. Same stuff I used to make that cuirass.
A cute
if
ass.
If your man's as skilled as he sounds, he'll know what he's looking at.
You sure?
Well, you did save my life. And thanks to you, I'll be going home with all the griffin hide I can carry. I'd say it's the least I can do.
Well, happy to help.
Short of showing him how to make the thing myself, that is. But there are rules against it. Secrets of the trade and whatnot.
In that case, I'll see that he gets it.
I'd be much obliged if you would. Right. I've got some greaves to make. You send your blacksmith my regards.
Do my best.
Will do. And thank you. Hopefully this will sweeten Blackthorn's mood.
Hopefully. Beat up a fucking griffin. Couldn't even fast travel to here, because I think if there isn't already an obelisk to find, you'll find one later, judging by, I think, the map I was looking at to figure out where this was. And so I was like, let me just figure out what location it's at so I don't run around for like 10 years. And it's like, oh, there was an obelisk right there. I could have fast traveled, but I didn't have it unlocked. Silly me. Alright, I got your stuff.
That monster's taken quite.
And with a bit of luck, Clive might even find... How'd it go, Clive? Did you find him, or does the hunt continue?
I found him. And he asked me to give you this, along with his regards.
There you go.
You're joking.
You're joking. Looks like leather.
He said he wouldn't teach you how to work it, but that if you were as skilled as you sounded, you'd have no trouble understanding how it was done.
So that's his secret. Crafty bastard. He's layered and cross-grained it. Good few times, too. No wonder it's tough. And that's no ordinary oil he's used to get that finish. Oh, this is fine work. Even finer than I thought.
Yeah? I'll take your word for it. Just looks like leather to me. Still, I'm glad you're happy. Here, Clive, you didn't happen to catch the fella's name, did you?
Camille, I believe.
I thought as much. There ain't many leather workers in the realm daft enough to do their own hunting, see? And his name kept cropping up when I was asking around.
Yeah.
Turns out he's from Tabor. And again, most leather workers are. But our friend Camille guards a long-held family secret, the details of which are the subject of some debate in the leather-working community.
Then we better keep this close to our chests.
Listen, sorry for putting the both of you to all that trouble. Should have kept my moaning to myself.
No, please don't moan
Still,
at all.
I'm glad you found him. This has cheered me right up.
That was the idea. Clive's idea, anyway. He did most of the work.
It's good to have you back, Blackthorn.
Just don't expect me to go turning out work like this. There's a reason he does his own hunting. He knows exactly what hides to look for. And that's how he gets them to layer up so nicely. And don't get me started on how much oiling this leather would need. But I reckon I can make something about as good. Something a Cursebreaker will have no trouble caring for. Anyway, enough narrowing. I've got work to be getting on with.
Alright. Happy to help.
Looks like we won't be needing a new blacksmith.
As if there was a better one out there. I wouldn't have been the same anyway. No one spins a yarn like old Blackthorn in his cups. Right, now that's sorted. I've got duties to attend to. Thanks, Clive. You've given me my mate back.
Happy to help. Drink Slayer's belt recipe unlocked.
You deserve a rest.
Now you go relax. I gotta go deal with whatever this is. Oh boy. It's Aruna. The Angel of Death. Something, whatever they were calling it.
If
Oh boy.
that's what I think it is. This isn't gonna be easy.
Oops, didn't mean to do this, but I was just excited.
Fire and flame!
Can't hit me. He hit me. That's a foot. No, I wasn't ready. Yeah, I swear this never happens. I mean, it's just... It doesn't usually just go off like that. Yeah, kind of does.
Too slow.
Nice try.
Uh-oh. I'm gonna get hit. Damn it, I timed that way too wrong.
Guess we're all ready.
Suck it. Takes care of that one. Clouded eye.
Rest well. I know I will.
I know I need a rest. Alright, let's fight you now. Brilvagor. But I'm in a way. Oh, that's level 30. All right, I'm only 2 levels below.
Nice try.
But I'm a little bit that way. Like sometimes I won't go through the trouble of getting the best of the best, or there's like definitely something I can do to make something better, and I don't do that. But like I don't like complain that it's the game's fault for that kind of stuff. It's usually like if I clearly didn't want to grind, or I clearly didn't do this, and I made it harder for myself. But I'm very much aware it's my thing. But a lot of people blame games for that because they just wanted to bullhead it forward pretty quickly. I try to do a little bit of everything. I don't remember. I don't know if it was that sequence. Like, I remember seeing that, and I felt like I had more health even before when that happened. But I feel like there was another moment where it was like halfway, if not towards the end of the game, when you start to figure out shit, and they had like barely a boost in health. And I'm like, what the hell are you doing this whole time?
Too slow.
All yours, Torgal.
I don't remember where or what it was. I thought it was that sequence, but if that's early on and you don't have that much health, I just remember having a lot of health when that sequence happened, but I don't remember. But then again, every Yakuza game, if there's an option for health, I grab it, so. And I do a lot of side shit before I even get to the actual story, if I can help it. And there's a lot of side shit to do in Lost Judgment before even tackling chunks of story. So I'm the guy that's grinding out the fucking motorcycle driving thing that people hated or didn't like. Yeah, but it's just always funny because they'll complain about it. That's the thing. I'm not saying like it's the fault. People could get by without health upgrades and improvements and that at all, but the people that complain that the game's difficult or very unfair because they didn't build it right for themselves, or blaming, like, I always just blame myself. I'm like, clearly I'm doing something wrong.
Farewell.
I took care of that. More money.
Hope there aren't any more of them.
Oh, there probably will be.
Those of us who are still here have to look after each other, don't we?
Hello.
Ah, welcome. Times may be hard, but if you got the gill, I got the goods. What can I do you for?
Unwanted violets, if you have them. Though I'd gladly settle for learning what they are if you don't.
Why, I haven't heard folk call them that since I was a lad. You're looking for scorpion tails. Unwanted violets is what folk used to call them back in the day. They turn a wicked purple when you boil them up, hence the name. Used to chuck them in the pot when there weren't nothing else on offer, when there was a war on, that sort of thing. Thankfully, times aren't yet as hard as that, and even if they were, you wouldn't find anyone selling them these days.
Do the scorpions still live nearby?
I dare say they do. 3 Reeds would be your best bet, if memory serves.
Thank you. You've been most helpful.
I feel like TK's just trying to attack me. No, I'm kidding. If I was sitting here for money, I'd be fucking gone. If I was trying for money. The problem is I have no idea who the hell you even mod for other than somebody in the morning. And you said he got a job, so... Other than that, I can't even think of anybody else.
After what the Empire did to Martha's love, I think I'll have to stay.
Don't you go causing any trouble now.
If I tried doing this for money, we'd be gone. I wouldn't even be here. And I didn't even want to become an affiliate. That was just John being like, just do it. Because, you know, if anything, it's just a way to tip. Kind of like you enjoyed someone's performance passing by, throw them a buck or a couple coins or whatever, like fucking change or something, like on the street and all that. It's like, that was my thing where it's like, tip because you enjoy in a way, but other than that, I don't really want it, like, in the sense, like, you don't have to. The problem is, now that I've become affiliate and Twitch has gone down this drainage of ad stuff and everything, it kind of looks like crap, because now you, because now it's like you need a sub where you gotta deal with a bunch of ads, and I feel bad.
Scorpions.
I bet Shadow had like 15 fucking ads just to get into the stream. Dude, if I was trying to do stuff for money, I think I would have been trying to pry at DK's every game he likes and been playing that all the time. If I was trying to be, because it's the only one that really gives money. I'll be like, what's his favorite game? What can I play, even if I don't like him? Now it's just, he mentioned an old game, I'm going to find it and see if I can play it if I want to. Toss a coin to your witcher. Alright, so yeah, it's the morning one. That's the only one I know of because you've used an emote here before, and I was like, okay.
I better get this back to Yvonne before it goes bad.
At least you didn't, I hope, because I remember trying to watch a stream, and it was like, let me just see what this person's doing, and it was like 9 ads, and I was like, what the fuck? Why? Sometimes my, like, browser glitches out, and I'll get 4 ads in a row, and then the ad ends, and then it's like, here's another 4, as if it thought I tried to, like, skip the ads. And I'm like, what the fuck? Now I have to watch, like, 8.
did you find our mystery ingredient?
Hey, here you go.
I did indeed.
Marvellous! Let's see. What am I supposed to do with this? It's poisonous, surely.
You wouldn't be wrong. But that's your unwanted violet.
Into the pot it goes, I suppose. Wait here. I won't be long.
Yeah. Because of a job, I would assume, is the various reasons, and also just having fun with it now instead of having to feel like you got to. Oh yeah, that looks lovely.
I present Chance's Stew, risen once again from the ashes of obscurity. Grab a spoon, Sid. Let's eat while it's hot.
I'm not hungry.
Well, it'll be too late once I've licked the bowl clean. Your loss.
So how'd it go?
Odin's teeth. What an assault on the senses. It's like choking on swamp water. And yet, up through the pungency, there rise complex, meaty notes. It takes a moment to recover from such an onslaught of flavours, but never have I tasted anything so fine. Thank you, Sid.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
I must share this gift. I won't rest until a steaming bowl of Chance's Stew sits before everyone in the hideaway. A single mouthful, and Molly will be breeding scorpions of her own.
Let's not.
I'm sure she will.
Yeah, there are some that just have it on crazy automated ads, and then sometimes it's just the pre-rolls are fucking nuts. Like I said, my browser will have a hiccup every so often, and then it's like, hey, that ad you were watching, let's reset it and do it again. And I'm like, oh. Now I gotta watch them again. And I'm like, I don't really care, because when the ads roll, I just go do something for a moment. It's not like it really bothers me, but it sucks when you actually sit through them, and then fucking turns around and bugs out, and you gotta do it again.
How did we never hear about these Guardians of the Flame?
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Come to claim your just desserts? You earned this.
Thank you.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
Clive, here you go.
Nothing else for the time being. Taking care of your hunts for the time being. Neat. All right. Awesome.